What is going on, football fans? Yet another story on domestic violence has come out. The former sixth-round draft pick of the New Orleans Saints, Cam Moore, who played in limited action for the Giants in 2018, may have not made this roster. We don't know. He was certainly fighting for his life in training camp. But being that the New York Giants are so thin at the safety position to begin with, I mean, Antoine Bethea, our starting safety, he's 35 years old. They could have used as much depth as possible. And I thought Cam Moore probably had a pretty solid chance to crack this New York Giants roster. Well, he will not. He has been suspended indefinitely, as reports have come out that Cam Moore attacked a domestic dispute. A woman, I believe the name remains unidentified, but he attacked her throat and he knocked her unconscious. Now, I don't know any other details, but this continues to be an ongoing problem throughout the NFL. Whether it be hitting your kid, whether it be hitting your wife or your girlfriend, whatever. Obviously we all remember Adrian Peterson, whether it be a stick or not. Tyreek Hill this year, Ray Rice. I mean, there's been a lot of incidents, and this just adds to it. Now, of course, he is not of the same name recognition of some of these other players that we mentioned. Kareem Hunt's another one last year. But it just seems to be a problem in the NFL in particular. Now, some may say it may happen in other sports, but it seems to be that it happens much more frequently in the NFL. And in this case, it was a New York Giants player that is part of it. So don't expect to see Cam Moore on the football field this year or the foreseeable future. He does not possess the talent for teams to deal with that for sure. He may not have even made this roster without this happening, but definitely will not be seeing the roster anytime soon. The other thing I wanted to touch on was this year's sixth-round draft pick, Corey Ballentine. Ballentine, of course, we all remember, was shot shortly after he was drafted by the New York Giants in the sixth round in the buttocks. He recovered fine. He's been at the OTAs, the mandatory minicamps, and he seems to be okay. Of course, his friend was killed in that incident, sadly. And they found the shooter, I believe it was yesterday. He is an 18-year-old man from Kansas, so I'm glad to hear that they got the guy that attacked one of our Giants, and Corey Ballentine. Of course, we're all glad that Corey Ballentine is okay. He's fully recovered, and hopefully he can contend to make this roster this year. It'd be a nice story. But the shooter was found, and we'll see. Of course, he's going to stand trial. We'll see if he's guilty or not, but it seems to be that they found the guy that went after Ballentine. So that's the news on the New York Giants, kind of away from the football field right now. Of course, training camp will be starting up very soon. I'll have my next New York Giants training camp battle video up shortly, either tonight or tomorrow, between Eli Manning and Daniel Jones, is voted on by my subscribers. I'll be doing a lot more of those before training camp gets underway. I also plan to get some fantasy content up as well, New York Giants related. But as always, guys, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.